model railroaders, and welcome back to DG Modelworks. What I have here today is the latest release of the HO scale Athearn Genesis 5161 Trinity hoppers, and we have the 3-pack in the Cargill scheme, and we have one in the Trinity Industries leasing scheme. So let's open these up and have a look at them. Remember to look for these or any of your modeling items at Midwest Model Railroad in Independence, Missouri, or check them out online at midwestmodelrr.com. All right, let's get started. Cut the seals. There we have it. We do have some spare parts, extra rotating bearing caps, and parts diagram, and warranty information, and parts list, and your little pamphlet. Alright, I'm not going to record removing all of these because it's the same thing, obviously. These are encased in a plastic shell. There is no plastic sleeve over these. And I'll bet you they're taped. They are. Alright, they were taped at either end, so go ahead and cut that. Lift off the top. Be very careful removing these because these are Genesis models, so there are extra detail parts. There we have them. These things are beautiful. Now, before we dive into this, I want to say the Cargill Incorporated is an American multinational food corporation based in Minnetonka, Minnesota, and incorporated in Wilmington, Delaware. Founded in 1865 by William Wallace Cargill, it is the largest privately held company in the United States in terms of revenue. Some of Cargill's major businesses are trading, purchasing, and distributing grain and other agricultural commodities, and production of feed and producing food ingredients such as starch and glucose syrup, vegetable oils, and fats for application in ultra-processed foods and industrial use. These HO scale models have many separately applied parts, and the minimum radius is 18 inches with a recommended radius of 22 inches. These come with etched metal walkways across the top and above the coupler, and I love the fact that they're not warped, they're nice and straight, look perfect. The era for these three particular models would be 2020 and up, and you do see the FRA safety striping already applied. All of the warning and information labels are clearly printed and legible. There's a look at the brake wheel with the simulated chain. The air reservoir is back there with the air piping. There is the etched metal walkway again. Coupler cut lever. Not sure if you can see it over here, but you do have the air line. Here is a quick look at the other end of the car. There you see the truck detail with the rotating bearing caps. There's the airline, the McHenry knuckle coupler, and it is the correct height. Not much underbody detail to look at, but we will check the wheel gauge of the 36-inch metal wheels. And they are all in gauge. Here's a quick look at the body mounted coupler pocket, just in case you want to swap out your knuckle coupler for a different brand. Here's a look at the Trinity leasing version. You'll see the FRA safety striping again on this. Now the era for this one would be 2010 to present. You will notice this one has the blue rotating bearing caps. And again, nice and straight etched metal walkways with metal grab irons. This does have the lighter colored hatches, both at the top and the bottom. All of the detail is the same as the last one that I showed you. There is a look at the HO scale Athearn Genesis Trinity 5161 hoppers. In fact, the Trinity hoppers are actually one of my favorite rail cars. So these are really nice. I like them. As you can see, all the details are nice and everything was in gauge as it should be. I'm going to finish this video with a couple run-bys, and I'm actually going to use a locomotive you've never seen on this layout before. It's my Athearn Ready to Roll Reading Blue Mountain and Northern SD38. I would like to say thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos. That's all I have for this video. Take care, and I'll see you next time.